Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Lissa. I am the owner and soap chef here on this channel where we make all things with a rather good lather. Today we're just going to be whipping out some body butter, pun intended, because it's a whipped body butter. So I actually did this the other day, so I've got all the little video pieces, parts together. I still need to do the editing on it, but I figured let me throw in an intro really quick. So without further ado, you guys, we're going to get right over to Creation Station. We're going to get whipping up some body butter. It's an anhydrous formula, meaning it is not an emulsified formulation. It does not contain any water. So we're going to get right to that. And just a real quick positive affirmation that sometimes we forget how awesome we are. So this is your reminder. You're awesome. Okay? Let's go get cooking, shall we? Let's go. Okay, y'all, we are over here at Creation Station number 2, aka the kitchen. So we're going to be making a whipped body butter today, and so we're going to do that in a double boiler. In my pot, I have mango butter, shea butter, kokum butter, cocoa butter, and coconut oil. That's all going to be melted all down. Then I'm going to be adding avocado oil, jojoba oil, mix that all together, and then towards the end I'm going to be adding in vitamin E, aloe extract, my preservative, my scent, my color, and then some arrowroot powder. So for right now, we're just going to go ahead and let this double boiler start melting down all these oils, and we'll be back for the next phase. Okay, you guys, everything has melted down. All the butters and the coconut oil, everything has been melted down in my double boiler over here. So I've transferred that into the bowl on my stand mixer. I'm going to leave this sitting out on the countertop for roughly about 15 minutes until the bottom cools down enough to be able to place that into the freezer, and it's going to be in the freezer for roughly 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll come back then. And so I have taken the melted oils and butters, just the butters actually, out of the freezer, and we have them ready to go and start mixing. We're going to start on low, and we're going to increase the speed a little bit, and then we're going to start adding all of our liquid oils. So we're going to start this on low. By the way, this is an anhydrous formulation, no water. I will be adding the preservative of Optifen Plus at the end, just to be safe, because people's fingers are going to be dipping into the jar. And so as this continues to be whipping, you want to be scraping down the sides. So I want to stop it and then scrape the sides down. You can feel how hard those butters are on the bottom. And again, I had this in the freezer for an hour. I'm going to be putting the recipe down below for you guys. Some of these on the bottom, the solidified butters on the bottom, they've become quite firm. So you got to exercise a little bit of strength here, get those muscles going. And I'm trying not to be bending that finger. Of course, it's my right hand, you know what I mean? And I'm right-handed, so. All right, let's keep going here. All right, I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to scrape really good off camera, and then we're going to come back and put it on a little bit of a higher speed and continue whipping. Okay, we're back, and we're going to bump this up now. It's starting to get really, really creamy. It's starting to increase in size. But I can still see some little chunks here and there. So we want to whip this to the point where we don't see any more chunks. So we're going to do that now. And just let this go for roughly about 5 more minutes. Alright, time to start adding our liquid oils, and to this I have also put my preservative in here, and I've also put my scent in here. So we're going to just go ahead and start adding this very slowly on low. Again, the description is going to be down below, you guys. But this is going to make a beautiful, creamy, silky, wonderful feeling body butter. Now you're going to notice once you start adding all of your liquid oils that everything is going to deflate. And we're going to go back down to the drawing board pretty much. So if you need to stick this back into the freezer for a little bit to try to solidify things and start whipping again, then that's what you should do. Sometimes I have to. Looks like today I may have to. It's relatively warm in the facility today. And I'm scenting this with white ginger and amber, which smells bloody fantastic. Increase the speed a little bit. And I'm going to scrape down the sides, and I'm going to add my arrowroot powder, which is going to help to cut the greasiness. Being as this is not a water formulation. There's no water in this. So this is not an emulsified body butter. Seeing as how that is the case, it's going to tend to be a little bit on the greasy side, and that's why we add the arrowroot powder. So I'm going to bring that down, scrape the sides. That arrowroot powder. So with the arrowroot powder, I am adding 2.75% of my total batch weight in arrowroot powder. So into the pool we go. Just on slow so those powders don't go flying up and out of our bowl. And we're going to start mixing a little bit more here. And I'm just going to let this go for a few minutes, you guys, and then I'm going to recheck it. And if I need to stick this back into the freezer for just a couple of minutes, I will. Okay, you guys, this has pretty much doubled in size, and so we're going to stop it right now. What you're looking for is stiff peaks. Let me take the bowl off. Get this out of the way a little bit. So stiff peaks. This is what you want. This is what you want this to look like. No clumps, no lumps. Stiff peaks that hold. Another way is if you start to tip it this way and it kind of holds its shape and its form in there without spilling all the way out of there, you're good to go. You're ready to start piping. So I'm going to bring this over to creation station number 1, and we're going to split this off and color some of this, and we'll be back. Okay friends, we are back over at creation station number 1, and I have combined both of the colors. It's probably all mottled by now because I had a little mishap. It's just the way my life is going this week, you guys. Mishaps every single day. I can't make this stuff up, for real. So anyways, this is really, really full. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to manage this. I actually had to take a lot out of the bag. So we're going to see how this goes. Put a dollop in the middle. I don't think you're going to be able to see the difference in the colors because at this point they're all just mixing together. Keep the jars inside of my small little double log mold just to kind of keep things in place. The rubber bottom on the silicone liner seems to keep the jars in place a little bit better for me, so they're not, I'm not having to chase them all over the table as I'm piping. All right, let's see if we can get this. You're not going to be able to see it very well on camera, you know, going down into the jar, which is kind of a bummer, but if I just put it on the table, I'm just going to wind up chasing it. You definitely cannot really see the different colors. They're kind of melding at this point. But it is what it is, you guys. So we did the one. Now, hesitantly, I'm gonna tap that down and they're gonna meld even more. As I can see, there's a lot of air down in there. So I'll just try to fill in some of those gaps. This is really, really, really difficult to do with my hand that I'm not supposed to be bending this finger. It's really, really difficult. All right, let's tap this down a little bit. Yeah, all the colors, well, there's only 2 colors, but they're melding together. You can't really see a differential between the, I can't speak today, I can't pipe today, I can't really do too much today, you guys. It's really turning into quite the awful day for me. Be that as it may, we're trudging on. You'll have this, what are you gonna do? Just finish off the top a little bit. Yeah, this is really, really difficult for me to pipe because I'm right-handed. And my right hand is the one that's got the boo-boo. Yeah, this is so hard to do, you guys, with one hand. I'm really, really struggling. So I think I'm just going to continue to do this off camera. You guys don't need to see me struggling like I am. But anyways, you pretty much kind of get the idea. So we've taken you through all the steps of making a whipped body butter. And again, I'm going to link the recipe down below so that you guys can make this if you'd like. Till we meet again, you guys, I'm going to take a break for a couple of days from doing videos because until this hand heals, I'm really not going to be able to do much. I mean, I'm really, really struggling this week with the couple of things I have tried to do. They've all failed. And I don't know if that's because my mind is not in the game right now because I'm so concerned about the injury and how long it's going to take for this to heal. Combined with the fact that I have an injury and I can't bend this finger. It's going to bust that wide open. They really should have done stitches, in my opinion. I redressed this last night and took a really good look at the wound. It's gnarly, you guys. I mean, it's really bad. They should have done stitches, in my opinion. The glue, because I'm constantly washing my hands, the glue just peeled right off. So therefore it did no good to keep the wound closed. So pretty much I have a gaping wound. I'm not gonna go back at this point, nor would they give me stitches anyways, even if I did go back after 3 days. They just don't. So I'm really, really struggling with doing anything one-handed. But you guys didn't really need to know all of that. personal nonsense. I wanted to give a little bit of a test. I have a teeny little bit of the body butter here on the end. So I'm going to take that and just do a little test here. See how this feels. Make sure it's good, not greasy, hydrating. It's smooth, it's creamy, it smells fantastic from the white ginger and amber. It's one of my favorite scents for a leave-on product. Like I have this in the roll-on perfume, and it's just delightful. So this is smooth, supple. It's not greasy because of the arrowroot that we put in there. So yeah, if you guys want to try this product out, I'm going to be putting the recipe with all the dimensions down below. So feel free to try that out and leave me a comment and let me know how it goes for you guys, okay? So enjoy the rest of your day, and until we meet again, be kind, stay humble, take care of yourselves. We will see you soon.